The educational system wants us to be sheep. They value people who follow the rules, stay in their lane, do what they're told, follow procedure, don't question. It's not necessarily this horrible thing like that's a big conspiracy, but that's what's easiest for them. If you're a teacher in a class and you got 30 kids or whatever, it's hard for you if they're questioning and they're challenging rules and they're not doing what they're told. You know what I mean? It's easy if you just tell them to do something and they all do it without question, and they don't ever question, they don't challenge your authority. It's just easier to manage, right? So as a result, we grow up and we're sort of told what to do. And we get kind of conditioned that, I'm just going to be told what to do. So when you get to the end of like high school or whatever, you're confronting reality. Reality is you can do what you want. You don't have to go to continuing education. You don't have to get a job. I mean, you could do all kinds of things. It's really up to you what you want to do. There is no right or wrong universally. And that's where people fail. That's where they're not being told what to do. So they've got a problem with that. And if you decide to get a job at whatever stage, this is where you're told, okay, you have to apply here. This is what we want you to do. You send an application here, and then we will do, this is our process. And they lead you through it. And once again, it's good for them, but it may not be ideal for you, right? Following their procedure that they say, this is what you have to do. And for the people that question and are willing to test some of these rules, for some rules you find that they're not in fact rules. It was just a lie. It's something that's convenient for them, but not necessarily in your best interest. And that's what kind of the hidden job market is. Employers have the right to hire whom they want. So if someone just shows up and says like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? And they say, okay. And the person says, hi, I have these skills. I work in this area. I know you guys do this kind of work, and I'm great at doing this. And I just want you to know that if ever you're looking for someone who can do that really, really well, I would love to work for you. If there's ever any opportunity, I hope that you will call me first, because I feel I can really add some value. That's it. That's the whole message, right? Now, there's absolutely nothing stopping you from communicating this to people. And there's no reason why someone who has the power to open doors for you, give you a job or, do contract work or whatever, why they wouldn't talk to you. Some people won't, maybe because they're busy or something, or they don't know what it's about, but other people will. You say, hey, can I talk to you for a second? Just to let you know this. It actually is a good thing for them because they are looking for people to work with who are passionate about doing that work. They're not just in it for the money. They actually care about doing this work. That's one of their goals, is to find people like that. So you're giving them kind of what they want, right? And when you think about it, if you've approached someone and you've said this, maybe you did it in person, or maybe they've met you in person or whatever, that's even better, because now, if they post a job, they have a choice between, do I hire the person that I've already met, so I know how professional they are, I know how likable they are, I know if we fit, if we click together as people, I know what their communication skills are like, and I also know that they show a bit of initiative, okay? And they are obviously enthusiastic with this kind of work because it wouldn't make sense for them to do it otherwise. Do I hire them, or do I give them a chance first? Or do I hire a stranger that I haven't met? Their resume could be a complete fabrication. Like if you were that employer, what would you do? You'd probably give the person you met a chance first, right? So these are some of the facts of how things work, right? The other thing is what I've heard for years, and my experience is consistent with this, is that there are more jobs in the hidden job market than there are in the posted job market. A lot of job seekers are all looking at the posted job market. There's less people looking in the hidden job market, and there's a greater number of jobs in the hidden job market. And they're usually better quality jobs because you don't need to post them, because the moment you mention to anyone around you that, we've got this vacancy, They're very desirable jobs, and that word gets around, and people say to you, "Oh, I've got a brother or a cousin or a friend that would be perfect for that. Can I arrange for them to come in for an interview?" You don't need to post the job. They're desirable jobs. So the job doesn't get posted, but it gets filled. And normally, if you just looked in the posted job market, you wouldn't see these, right? Whereas if you're looking in the hidden job market, these are now available to you, and you can put yourself forward for them. So anyway, I'm not going to go on anymore. I tend to go on a rant about this. So, but if that's interesting to you, check out those resources I have called Hidden Job Market and How Successful People Get Jobs. And if you really want to go deep and learn the whole method and start employing it, check out that course. It's all in that course, like with templates and the process and everything.